Good morning. Have you guys ever started to read the Bible and thought, well, I can't really understand what's in there. I don't understand what it's saying. Well, I want to encourage you this morning in Proverbs chapter 1. Proverbs chapter 1 verses 5 through 7 says this: A wise man will hear and increase learning, and a man of understanding will attain wise counsel. To understand a proverb and an enigma, the words of the wise and their riddles. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. So, and it goes on to say, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. So, I want to point out something here. To understand a proverb and an enigma, the words of the wise and the riddles. So to understand what the word's saying, to understand what we hear the word being preached or taught, to understand these things, we need to increase our learning. Keep increasing. Sitting under good Bible teachers and preachers and listening to good teaching of what they say. It helps us understand what the Bible says. You know, our pastor said something the other day. He said, he was talking about being when he was called to preach, and he goes, well, I guess if there wasn't no one here, I wouldn't be preaching today. And it stood out to me, and I thought, you know, if God calls people to preach, and there's churches for it, we need to be there. We need to be there and listening to what, and there's many, many reasons we go to church. Be an encouragement, to encourage others, encouragement ourselves. You know, that's what we're God made us to be together and in unity. I'm not going to get off on the church thing right now because I believe my husband wants to make a message about that together. But I just want to encourage you this morning that if you have trouble understanding parts of the Bible, increase your learning. Increase your learning. Don't just say, oh, I don't understand it, I'm done with that. You know, just like when you were in school, growing up, learning, if you didn't understand something, you kept going until you did get it, you know. So keep going, keep pressing forward, don't go backwards, don't give up because you don't understand. It says here, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. A fool here in the Bible a lot of times talks about an unbeliever. You know, the Bible calls unbelievers fools, you know, but don't be a fool and despise wisdom and instruction. You know, get your wisdom and instruction in the right place to get it, which is from the Word. So, I hope this encouraged you this morning to increase your learning. Have a good day, guys.